Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we plunge into fascinating topics and, well, pull out the insights you need to be truly well-informed. Today we're embarking on a linguistic adventure. We're going into the wonderfully complex yet incredibly useful world of English idioms.
Oh, yes. A great
I
time.
would think of them as, I don't know, mere quirks of the language, but there's so much more. They're like cultural snapshots, efficiency hacks for communication, and really kind of the secret sauce to sounding natural, confident, and fluent.
That's very true.
We've gathered a stack of sources from linguistic research to practical usage guides, and our mission today is to uncover not just what these idioms mean, but why they matter, how they shape communication, and maybe some surprising stories behind them.
That's precisely right. Idioms are, in essence, a shared linguistic secret, A powerful shorthand that native speakers use to condense complex ideas, emotions, or entire situations into these, well, memorable expressions. They're not just about vocabulary. They're about understanding the nuanced layers of communication that often go unsaid. And while their non-literal nature can certainly be a challenge to grasp initially, mastering them is incredibly rewarding. It unlocks a deeper connection to the language and its culture. So yeah, we're going to explore a curated selection of these essential idioms, digging into not just their definitions, but their deeper significance in daily communication.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's unpack some idioms that are incredibly practical, the kind that just pop up constantly in daily life.
The everyday one.
Exactly. These aren't just phrases. They're a quick way to express common feelings, situations, giving your speech that effortless, natural flow. Take, for instance, when you're not feeling quite right, a little off. We often say, I'm feeling under the weather. It simply means you're feeling sick instead of a whole detailed medical report.
Right.
You just say, I'm feeling under the weather today, so I think I'll stay home. It's concise, everyone gets it, and it perfectly conveys your state.
That's a great starting point, actually, because under the weather perfectly illustrates how idioms create immediate understanding.
Yeah.
While its literal origins are debated, maybe something about sailors feeling seasick below deck during a storm, perhaps.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but it taps into that universal human experience of just feeling off or, below normal. It's a metaphorical way of saying your internal climate isn't right.
Like the weather outside.
Exactly. Similar to how the external weather can be unpleasant. And this shared understanding makes communication incredibly efficient.
Exactly. And speaking of efficiency, how about when something is incredibly easy? We don't say, that task was remarkably straightforward and required minimal effort. We call it a piece of cake. Like, that test was a piece of cake. It instantly conveys effortless success.
It really does.
Why do we gravitate towards a pastry metaphor for ease, do you think?
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it? A piece of cake likely stems from the idea that cake is, well, a treat. It's easy to consume, easy to enjoy. It's a simple, pleasant thing, contrasting with something difficult or, hard to stomach. From a cognitive perspective, it's about making a direct sensory comparison to something universally perceived as simple and pleasurable.
Oh, okay.
And that's what so many of these everyday idioms do. They ground these abstract concepts in concrete, relatable experiences.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And when you're wrapping things up for the day, maybe at work or on a project, you don't declare a formal cessation of activity.
No.
Just call it a day, as in, we finished the project, let's call it a day. It's almost the collective sigh of relief sometimes.
That phrase, call it a day, it speaks to the rhythm of work and rest that's so ingrained in our daily lives.
Yeah.
It's an idiom that provides a clear social signal. Okay, we've reached a natural breaking point. Time to transition. It's not just stopping, it's acknowledging a completed segment of time or effort.
Right. Closure.
Precisely. And finally, when you're utterly exhausted, ready for bed, you're not just going to sleep. You're going to hit the sack.
Hit the sack, yeah.
I'm tired. Time to hit the sack. These are phrases you hear constantly, effortlessly woven into the fabric of everyday life. They just make conversations flow so much more naturally.
I think we've all been there, ready to hit the sack after a long, deep dive.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's shift gears now because here's where it gets really interesting. Some idioms are like little linguistic puzzles. Their meaning is completely divorced from the literal words, which makes them incredibly fun to learn and use. You're not just speaking. You're using a kind of poetic, often historical code.
That's a great way to put it.
Spill the beans. If you heard that literally, you'd picture someone dropping a can of I don't know, chickpeas or something.
Right, a mess.
But of course, it means to reveal a secret. If your friends are planning a surprise party, you might be warned, don't spill the beans about the surprise party.
That's a fantastic example, and it has a fascinating potential origin story, too. Some linguists trace spill the beans back to ancient Greece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where citizens would apparently cast beans into jars to vote a white bean for yes, a black bean for no.
Ah.
So if someone literally spilled the beans, it would reveal the voting results prematurely, disclosing a secret outcome.
Wow, that's brilliant. I love that connection. It shows how historical practices, even simple ones, can become ingrained in our language as these powerful metaphors.
Exactly.
And related to spill the beans, there's let the cat out of the bag. This also means to reveal a secret, but there's a subtle, important difference, isn't there?
Yes, definitely.
Spill the beans often imply the more deliberate revelation, maybe even accidental, but still kind of active. But let the cat out of the bag usually suggests a truly accidental, maybe clumsy disclosure.
That right?
He let the cat out of the bag about the project, meaning he wasn't supposed to say anything, but oops, it slipped out.
Absolutely. The cat out of the bag idiom is thought to come from an old marketplace swindle.
A swindle.
Yeah, where apparently a piglet, which was valuable, was supposed to be in a sack, but sometimes it was replaced by a less valuable cat.
Ah, okay.
So if someone let the cat out of the bag, the deception was accidentally revealed. Both idioms deal with secrets, sure, but like you said, spill the beans feels more active, while let the cat out of the bag implies a disclosure that just happened.
Yeah.
It's those subtle nuances that make mastering idioms so rewarding, I think.
Totally agree. And what about barking up the wrong tree? You're not actually looking for a dog in a tree.
Hopefully not.
This means you're making a wrong assumption. For example, if someone accuses you wrongly, you might tell them, if you think I took the money, you're barking up the wrong tree. It's such a wonderfully visual way to say you've got it completely wrong.
That imagery is absolutely key. Barking up the wrong tree comes directly from hunting, specifically with dogs.
Right.
A hunting dog might mistakenly bay at a tree where there's no prey, wasting its effort, signaling a false lead. This vivid, action-oriented metaphor immediately conveys the futility of a mistaken approach or assumption. It's powerful because it taps into a universally understood scenario of misdirection. It makes the idiom stick much more effectively than just saying you're mistaken.
Much more vivid. And finally, for a bit of playful interaction, we have pull someone's leg. No actual limb stretching involved.
Thankfully.
It just means to joke or tease someone. I was just pulling your leg about the meeting being canceled, you might say with a grin. These phrases add so much color and personality to communication.
Indeed. Pulling someone's leg is believed by some to originate from, well, much darker things like public executions or street robberies where victims were tripped or pulled by the leg.
Oh, wow. That's stark.
Yeah, but in its idiomatic form, it's completely transformed into something innocuous and humorous. It really highlights how language can evolve, repurposing maybe grim origins for lighthearted interaction. These phrases become a cornerstone of native fluency because they tap into this collective imagination, allowing complex ideas or social intentions to be conveyed quickly and vividly.
So what does this all mean for, making decisions, facing tough situations, or just being direct in your communication?
Yeah, how do we use them strategically?
Right. Idioms offer powerful shorthand for conveying effort, responsibility, even candor. They give weight and nuance to how we navigate life's challenges. Let's look at bite the bullet.
Ooh, a strong one.
Yeah. This idiom evokes a powerful historical image, doesn't it? Soldiers literally biting a bullet during battlefield surgery to endure the pain before anesthetics.
Right. Grim but effective imagery.
Today it means to face a difficult situation bravely. You might say, I didn't want to apologize, but I had to bite the bullet and do it. It signifies resilience and courage in the face of an unpleasant task.
That's a fantastic example of an idiom's power. The physical act of biting the bullet is so visceral, and its transfer to a metaphorical context of enduring psychological or emotional pain is incredibly effective. It communicates a depth of resolve and a willingness to confront discomfort that a simple, I had to do it, would entirely miss. It really is a shortcut to conveying profound strength of character.
Absolutely. And then there's go the extra mile. This isn't about running further, obviously, but about making extra effort.
Right.
Someone who consistently exceeds expectations always goes the extra mile for her students, demonstrating dedication and commitment. This idiom speaks volumes about work ethic, doesn't it?
It really does. Going the extra mile likely comes from the Bible, actually. Matthew 5.41 speaks of going a second mile for someone who compels you to go one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the exact source.
Yeah, but regardless of the specific origin, it's a powerful statement about generosity and surpassing expectations. From a communication standpoint, it signals not just effort, but a willingness to over-deliver, which builds trust and respect.
That's a great point. And when a decision rests squarely on someone else, you can clearly state that the ball is in your court.
Very clear.
You've presented the options, shared your thoughts, and now I gave my suggestions. Now the ball is in your court, clearly signaling whose turn it is to act.
That idiom is particularly effective because it uses such a clear sports metaphor like tennis or basketball, where possession, and thus the next move, is clearly with one player or team.
Right. No ambiguity.
Exactly. It unequivocally establishes accountability and pushes the responsibility for the next action to the appropriate party. It's invaluable in professional settings, personal negotiations too. It removes ambiguity about who needs to decide.
And for pinpoint accuracy and observation, we have hit the nail on the head.
Love that one.
It means to describe something exactly right. You hit the nail on the head when you said the team needs more training, perfectly articulating a correct assessment. It's such a satisfying phrase to use when someone gets it just right.
It definitely is. And it comes from carpentry, right? That precise action of striking a nail perfectly straight and true. It beautifully translates that physical precision into intellectual accuracy. It's concise praise for insight, reinforcing the speaker's keen observation.
And for those times when you need to get straight to the point, bypassing all the fluff, you can cut to the chase.
Yes, get right to it.
Let's cut to the chase. What's the decision? It's a direct, no-nonsense approach. This idiom beautifully contrasts with its opposite, beat around the bush, which means to avoid the main topic.
The dance around the issue.
Exactly. If someone is being evasive, you might urge them, stop beating around the bush and tell me the truth. These idioms really shape how we approach problem solving and, well, honest dialogue.
Those two idioms, cut to the chase and beat around the bush, are fantastic bookends for discussing communication styles. Cut to the chase is thought to derive from early filmmaking.
Oh, really? Movies?
Yeah, where audiences often wanted to get to the exciting pursuit scenes, the chase scenes, quickly.
Makes sense.
And beat around the bush comes from bird hunting, where hunters would beat the bushes to flesh out game, but not actually, get the bird. So you're making a lot of noise, but not getting to the core action.
That's a great image, too.
Together, they highlight how important it is to communicate intentions clearly and efficiently. These idioms are essential tools for effective interaction, both personal and professional, conveying not just information, but also attitude and expectations.
Okay, beyond the practicalities and the puzzles, some idioms offer a powerful dose of wisdom, don't they? They help us frame difficult experiences or encourage a more resilient, even optimistic outlook.
Absolutely. Condensed wisdom.
It's like condensed life advice passed down through generations in a single memorable phrase.
Exactly. These idioms are like little philosophical nuggets. They provide a framework for understanding and processing life's ups and downs, often with remarkable brevity.
Consider a blessing in disguise. This means something good came out of something bad. For instance, losing my job was a blessing in disguise. It helped me start my own business. It reframes a negative event into a positive outcome, offering comfort and perspective.
That phrase speaks to a really fundamental human coping mechanism, finding meaning or opportunity in adversity. Psychologically, it's about cognitive reframing, shifting your perspective on a negative event to see its potential positive aspects. It encapsulates a profound journey of emotional and practical recovery in just those few words.
And closely related is every cloud has a silver lining, meaning there's something good in every bad situation.
Another optimistic one.
Yeah. If you lost your wallet but a friend returned it, you might reflect, every cloud has a silver lining. Both of these idioms offer solace and encourage, looking for the positive even in adversity. What's the subtle difference for you between a blessing in disguise and every cloud has a silver lining? Is there one?
That's a great question about the nuance. I think a blessing in disguise often points to a specific positive outcome that emerged directly from the negative event, like your job loss example leading to a new business.
Right, the bad thing caused the good thing.
Sort of, yeah. Whereas every cloud has a silver lining feels like a more general statement of optimism. It suggests that even within a bad situation, there's always some element of hope or good, even if the situation itself remains difficult overall. It's maybe more about finding light amidst the darkness rather than the darkness itself transforming into light, if that makes sense.
That distinction really sharpens the meaning.
Yeah.
Thanks. And when someone is struggling, you often hear the simple but powerful encouragement to keep your chin up.
Classic.
Meaning, stay positive, keep your chin up, things will get better, is such a common phrase of support.
Keep your chin up is such a primal physical metaphor for resilience, isn't it? When you're feeling down, your head naturally drops. So to literally keep your chin up is to maintain an upright posture, which in turn can actually influence mood. It's a wonderfully direct instruction for emotional fortitude.
And conversely, to avoid dwelling on what cannot be changed, we have cry over spilt milk.
Or spilled milk, yeah.
Right. This means to worry about the past unnecessarily. If you miss the bus, you might tell yourself, don't cry over spilt milk and just, move on.
That idiom is all about practical wisdom, the futility of lamenting irreversible events. It's a call to action, or maybe rather a call to inaction in terms of emotional distress over something that just cannot be undone. It promotes a very pragmatic approach to setbacks.
Very practical. Finally, for tasks that require patience and persistence, there's Rome wasn't built in a day.
Oh, definitely. A vital reminder.
This reminds us that important accomplishments take time. Learning English takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day is a perfect reminder that great things require consistent effort over time.
This idiom condenses centuries of human experience with large-scale projects, personal development, everything, into a single, powerful phrase. It's a philosophical anchor, really, encouraging patience and persistent effort over immediate gratification. It speaks to the cognitive process of setting long-term goals and understanding that progress is often incremental. These idioms truly reveal a kind of collective human wisdom, a linguistic inheritance that helps individuals navigate the complexities of life with a broader, more hopeful perspective.
So there you have it, a true deep dive into the incredible power of English idioms, from helping you navigate daily tasks with ease to solving linguistic puzzles with surprising historical origins.
Yeah, the beans and the cat.
To conveying strategic decisions and even offering profound wisdom and resilience. These phrases unlock a more natural, expressive, and confident command of the English language. I really encourage you, start noticing these phrases, maybe trying them out in your own conversations, and truly listening for them when others speak.
Be an idiom spotter.
Exactly. It's like discovering a whole new dimension of the language, rich with history and cultural meaning.
And as you do, maybe consider how idioms are not just linguistic devices, but truly cultural artifacts. What do these expressions, with their vivid metaphors like, the ancient Greek voting beans or the old marketplace cat-in-a-bag trick, what do they tell us about the collective values, the historical experiences, even the shared sense of humor of English speakers?
That's a great question.
Thinking about how these seemingly simple phrases become so ingrained reveals this rich tapestry of shared understanding. And, well, it makes you wonder, how might exploring the idioms in your own native language offer similar insights into its unique cultural tapestry? It's a journey into language that reveals so much about humanity itself, I think.